In today's List Bomb, we cover the top 8 Marvel and DC copycat characters. These are characters that are essentially the same character, just on different ends of the spectrum. Number 8. Elongated Man and Mr. Fantastic. Elongated Man and Mr. Fantastic are basically the same characters. They both have the ability to stretch their bodies and shape to a certain degree. Both are also brilliant scientists who have a woman they care for by the name of Sue. The only difference between these two characters is basically the way they obtained their powers. Elongated Man, also known as Ralph Dibny, gained his powers of elasticity from a concentrated form of a popular soda called Gingold. Mr. Fantastic, on the other hand, gained his abilities from cosmic rays while he was on a space mission with his team. Both characters exhibit powers of elasticity. They have rubbery skin that allows them to stretch their bodies and also shapeshift to a certain degree. Number 7. Hawkeye and the Green Arrow. These two characters are the masters of archery. What they both have in common is that, like Batman, they do not possess mutant or superhuman powers. However, through training, they've developed their skill set, placing them above the average human being. The weapon of choice for both of them is the bow and arrow, and a lot of technology. Undercover, Green Arrow is a wealthy playboy billionaire named Oliver Queen. He developed his skills when he was left abandoned on an island and forced to survive alone. Clint Barron, known as the comic superhero Hawkeye, was an orphan who took to the life of the circus. He started off on the wrong side, being trained by swordsmen and trick shot in the forms of archery and swordplay. He's now a member of the Avengers. Number 6. Deadpool and Deathstroke. The Merc with a Mouth, Deadpool, and the deadliest assassin, Deathstroke. Funny enough, instead of being an alternate version per se, Deadpool is actually a direct copy of Deathstroke. Aside from their names being almost completely the same, both characters have the occupation of a mercenary. Both characters wear a two-tone suit with the hue of red, and they both have the healing ability. What sets them apart is that though Deathstroke has strong healing factor, Deadpool has amazing regenerative properties which make it so he can survive decapitation and some of the most extreme forms of mutilation. One question I have always wondered is, if Deadpool gets his head chopped off, does the rest of the body get regenerated from his head? Or does his head get regenerated from the body? Or both? And if both, wouldn't that create two Deadpools? It's just something to think about. Lastly, while Deathstroke obtained his powers from the military's experimental super soldier serum, Deadpool obtained his powers from the Weapon X program. Number 5. Red Tornado and Vision. Red Tornado and Vision are android comic characters that have only a 2-month difference to their debut, with Red Tornado taking the lead. Red Tornado was created by the evil scientist named T.O. Morrow by way of stolen tech from the future, while Vision was made by the evil robot Ultron using advanced technology from the past. Both characters were sent on a mission to bring down a said organization, Vision's mission being to bring down the Avengers, and Red Tornado's mission being to kill the Justice Society of America. Although they were both sent on these missions, they both rebelled against the ones who created them and ended up on the teams they were sent to destroy. Though over time their appearances have diverged, they still possess the similarities in terms of the color of their skin, the length of their bodies, and the fact that they both wear capes. Number 4. Captain America and Commander Steel. Both of these characters are known for being patriotic heroes who fought in World War II. Henry Hayward, Commander Steel, had enlisted in the United States Marine Corps before they were involved in World War II. His saga began when he was severely injured by saboteurs, led by Baron Blitzkrieg. His former professor would later perform a large-scale surgery on him, replacing his bones with a steel alloy, thus inspiring him to take on the name Steel. And with the help of special devices, Henry Hayward came to possess superhuman functions such as micromotors in his joints, which gave him enhanced movement as well as quick reflexes and great agility. Wanting to serve his country to the best of his ability, Steve Rogers had taken the super soldier serum to become America's one-man army. Along with impressive intelligence, Captain America possessed amazing speed, strength, endurance, and agility, as well as reflexes. Like Commander Steel, Captain America had his bodily functions augmented through the use of an outside source, in this case, the Super Soldier Serum. Captain America also has a shield made of vibranium and adamantium, which deems it almost indestructible. Number 3. Catwoman and Blackcat. The two comic book characters that have feline personas. They both are types of anti-heroes, being sometimes the villain and sometimes the hero, or neither. Both are expert thieves, and both do not possess any superpowers, although Catwoman is believed to because of her excellent acrobatics. Catwoman, who was originally known as the Cat, has been associated with Batman, with whom she has a complicated romantic relationship with. She knows a bunch of fighting styles, has quick reflexes, and agility. Like Spider-Man, she also uses her whip to swing with style through the Gotham skyline. Blackcat appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man and has also had a complicated romantic relationship, hers being with Spider-Man. Although she does not have any superpowers, it was long believed that she had the ability to affect the probability field, which would cause people to have bad luck. This, however, turned out to in fact be her ability to create an illusion of bad luck via well-thought-out tricks and stunts. Just like Catwoman, Blackcat also knows various fighting styles. Number 2. Clayface and Sandman. Clayface isn't just one character, but rather a legendary name donned by several DC supervillains who were adversaries of Batman. They each possessed some form of powers involving a clay-like body with the ability to shapeshift. The original Clayface was Basil Karlo, who made his appearance in Detective Comics issue 40. Sandman, on the other hand, is a single character who had the street name of Flint Marko. Like Clayface, he was a villain who was known to be affiliated with street gangs and correctional facilities. He became Sandman when a nuclear test reactor exploded on the beach where he was resting while he was eluding the FBI. Because of the exposure to massive amounts of radiation, Flint's body had bonded with the sand, and like Clayface, he had developed shapeshifting ability to become anything he wants. Sandman became an adversary to the Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man. Number 1. Quicksilver and the Flash. These counterparts are known for their super speed. The Flash is the fastest man alive, and though there were several other Flashes, for this list we're going to focus on the Barry Allen Flash. Though both characters have superhuman speed, the source of their abilities differ. Barry, who was struck by lightning alongside some chemicals, received powers to be able to move so fast that everything around him seemed to be going in slow motion. Pietro Maximoff, known as Quicksilver, acquired his powers simply through having a genetic mutation, like the other X-Men. Though both characters can run insanely fast, the Flash requires an outside source known as the Speed Force, and without it, he's basically a regular human, whereas Quicksilver's source is innate. It's said that the Flash, providing he has the Speed Force, is faster than Quicksilver, and even faster than Superman since he's able to run near the speed of light. Quicksilver is able to run at speeds of Mach 640, and it's believed that the Flash is 132 times faster than Quicksilver. So tell me guys, which comic book counterpart do you think deserves to be on this list? Can you think of any other characters that appear to be direct copies in terms of Marvel versus DC? Let us know in the comments below.